Have you ever found yourself completely lost in the mesmerizing world of VR video games? Our journey into this captivating realm started in the 1960s with the Sensorama. This early prototype of VR technology was not a gaming device per se, but it combined multiple sensory outputs to deliver an immersive experience. Fast forward to the 1990s, and the Virtuality Group steps onto the scene. They catapulted us into the world of VR gaming with their arcade systems. Games like Dactyl Nightmare and Legend Quest became staples of the gaming world, transporting players into three-dimensional virtual environments. But it wasn't all smooth sailing. These early games were hampered by limited technology. The graphics were rudimentary, the controls clunky, and the gameplay often left much to be desired. But despite these limitations, they lit the spark for what was to come. As we moved into the new millennium, the world of VR gaming was set to undergo a dramatic transformation. The 21st century marked a significant turning point in the evolution of VR gaming. As we journeyed into the new millennium, the gaming world was about to experience a revolution. In the early 2000s, VR gaming was still a far-off dream for many, but that was all about to change with the introduction of the Oculus Rift in 2012. This groundbreaking device catapulted VR gaming into the limelight, offering gamers the chance to truly immerse themselves in virtual worlds for the first time. But the Oculus Rift was just the tip of the iceberg. Hot on its heels came other significant milestones in VR gaming. In 2016, the world was introduced to the HTC Vive and PlayStation VR, two devices that further propelled the industry forward. The HTC Vive, with its room-scale tracking capabilities, allowed players to physically move around in their virtual environments. The PlayStation VR, on the other hand, brought VR gaming into the living rooms of millions across the globe, making it more accessible than ever before. But it wasn't just the hardware that evolved. The technology behind VR gaming saw significant advancements as well. Graphics became more lifelike, motion tracking more precise, and haptic feedback more nuanced. Developers began to understand how to create truly immersive VR experiences, designing games that could fully utilize these technological advancements. The impact of these advancements on the gaming industry cannot be overstated. They've not only changed the way we play games, but also how we perceive them. VR gaming has transformed from a novelty into a mainstream gaming platform, offering experiences that traditional gaming simply cannot match. In this era, VR games are not just about playing, they're about experiencing. They transport us into other worlds, let us live out our wildest fantasies, and make us feel like we're truly part of the game. It's an evolution that has taken gaming from something we do to something we experience. With these advancements, VR gaming has become more immersive and realistic than ever before. Today, VR gaming offers an experience that is truly out of this world. With the advancements in technology, we've seen a surge in the popularity of VR games, transporting players into unprecedented realms of gaming. Take Beat Saber, for instance. This rhythm game has transformed how we perceive music and movement, blending them into a thrilling VR experience. Or Half-Life Alyx, a game that has revolutionized the first-person shooter genre, providing an immersive journey through a dystopian future. And it's not just the gaming industry that's benefiting from VR. Sectors such as education and healthcare are harnessing the power of this technology. Imagine learning about ancient civilizations through a VR tour. Picture a surgeon practicing a complex procedure in a VR environment before the real operation. The line between reality and virtual is blurring more each day. As we look to the future, the potential for VR gaming seems limitless. From the Sensorama to the Oculus Rift, VR gaming has come a long way. We've journeyed through time, tracing the roots of this immersive technology, from its humble beginnings to its current cutting-edge state. We've seen how the primitive Sensorama, with its four senses stimulation, paved the way for a new era of interactive entertainment. We've witnessed the evolution of VR gaming, from the bulky headsets of the 90s to the sleek, high-definition devices we see today. We've delved into the present state of VR gaming, exploring how advancements in technology have brought us games that are more realistic and immersive than ever before. We've seen how developers have harnessed this technology to create experiences that were once only possible in our imaginations. As we continue to push the boundaries of technology, who knows what the future holds for VR gaming? But one thing is for sure, the journey is just as exciting as the destination.